What is up, y'all? Welcome to a bonus episode of my Elden Ring Quick Platinum Guide. I said that for those of you who didn't want to save, scum, and reload your saves, I was going to take you through New Game Plus and New Game Plus Plus. So here we are. I'm going to click yes and begin Journey 2. So there is going to be really nothing special about this playthrough other than just showing you what the critical path is to get through to the end of the game. It's going to be much less work than it was in the original playthrough. There are fewer optional areas and whatnot that we have to explore, and we're really just killing the main bosses of the game that have to be killed. So we're not going underground really, and we're gonna skip past a lot of the, we're gonna skip past all of the, going to extra dungeons to get the legendary stuff because we've already done all that. We don't need to do that. So really, all we're after are those final two endings. So I recommended that if you're gonna do it this way as opposed to save scumming, that you should. Do the Ronnie ending first, Frenzied Flame ending second, and then default ending third. And since this is a New Game Plus, I'm going to beat up on the Grafted Scion here, just because we're way stronger now and we can take him. Whereas in base New Game, he was way too powerful for the average person to worry about at the very beginning of the game. One more hit should do. And so we're not going to do, the Halig tree. We're not going to fight Malenia, that kind of stuff. We'll be skipping right over it in this playthrough. So I'll show you what happens if you beat the Grafted. Even if you were to beat the Grafted Scion at the beginning of your base New Game, you're still not going to have much of a different experience because you're still going to have to die to wake up in Limgrave where you start the game. So you're going to be tempted to get these butterflies, and then the floor is going to break out and you're still going to take a death. That's what happens if you beat the Grafted Scion. So congratulations. If you manage to pull that off in your base New Game, that's what happens. You do get the Grafted Scion sword and shield. So if you wanted to use that as part of your build for whatever reason at the very beginning of the game, then you'd be able to do that. But you probably wouldn't even have the stats to do it, to be honest. But anyway, so let's see. Start out in the same spot. And then what we're going to do is we're pretty much going to make a beeline to Stormveil Castle. And we're going to do Stormveil Castle. Then we're going to do the Rhea Lucaria Academy. And then we're going to go up to the capital. And then after that, it's Mountaintop of the Giants, Crumbling, Farum, Azula, and then the end game. That's pretty much what we're doing. And then after you get to the capital of Ash, there's actually another way down to the Subterranean shunning grounds because we're going to have to go down there in this playthrough to get that Frenzied Flame ending. So that's really the only side questy type thing we're going to do. I'm going to get the Grace at the Church of Ella because I don't know if I'm going to need that merchant at all. I doubt it. I'm probably going to pick up just a few extra arrows just in case. Let's see. I don't know how I'm doing on arrows. I've got like 20 of them, but, the more the better. So what we're not going to do, as I said, the Halig Tree area. We're not going to do the underground. We're not going to do the Volcano Manor. So there's definitely some pretty sizable chunks of the game that we're just going to be skipping over just to get to the end as quickly as possible. And you're gonna feel like, especially at the beginning of the game, that these first bosses that we fight are going to be way easier than you remember them being. But towards the end of the game, the bosses will feel a little bit more difficult. Because New Game Plus, yeah, you start with your stats that you carried over from your base New Game, but the enemies scale up as well. And then they scale up again in New Game Plus Plus. But I found that it's not too difficult. I feel like in the grand scheme of things, Dark Souls New Game Plus and Demon Souls New Game Plus is much harder than Elden Ring New Game Plus. Make sure that you do rest at this grace. If you don't rest at this grace and have this conversation with Malenia, you're not going to be able to get into the capital. I found that out the first time I did New Game Plus, and I was wondering why I couldn't get into the capital, and it turns out it's because I did not trigger this cutscene. So make sure you trigger this cutscene. And that way you'll be able to get into the capital. Because she's the one who technically gives you the mission to get to the capital. So I guess it makes sense that you have to have her along with you to get there. So I'm just going to pass the time until morning because I don't want the extra bats and stuff to spawn. That would spawn at nighttime. So, all right, as I said, we are going straight to Stormveil Castle. So I'm just going to put a marker right here. And the reason why I have to do Stormveil Castle and I'm choosing to do Rhea Lucaria as opposed to, say, Caelid is because you have to kill 2 Shard Bearer bosses, I should call them. 2 Shard Bearer bosses to get inside the capital. So otherwise you're going to be locked out from getting inside. And if for whatever reason you don't have maximum flask, usages, you can collect the golden seeds all over again. Same goes for the sacred tears. I believe you can collect the sacred tears again. We're not at maximum sacred tier level. I think it goes up to plus 11 if I'm not mistaken. But plus 9 was more than enough to get through the game for sure. And I'm not sure if I'm going to chase down any of those sacred tears or not. We'll see. I know there's one that's really easy to get right when you get into Liurnia, so maybe we'll get that one, but I'm not quite sure. And I mentioned the enemies are scaled up. That does mean that they also drop more runes in New Game Plus. So I'm going to go ahead and put the gold scarab back on. I mean, leveling up is not super big of a priority, but I may do some leveling up as well. And those of you who watched my prep live streams to get ready for putting this guide together, I actually summoned my Mimic in this fight, and he was able to solo Margit in New Game Plus. I thought that was quite entertaining. I'm not going to do that here, but Mimic, for the record, can solo Margit in New Game Plus, and also Godric. I let him do Godric as well, and he beat both of them, and it was quite entertaining, and I was actually pretty surprised to find that out. All right, so already got Margit to second phase. All right, Margit's down. So of course I will be going through the front gate. I'm going to rest here to recover and level up. I think this is her inviting me to round table hold, actually.
It seems torrent.
Yeah.
There is, but I can take gathering play. Very well. Let my hand.
You can't skip this cutscene, unfortunately. It's just kind of... It's like letting Fia hug you. You just got to let it play out. And I don't have any business here right now, so I'm just going to warp straight back to Stormveil. So we're going to talk to Gostock, get him to open up the gate, and take the quick way through. I'm going to level up first. Let's see, I'm just going to focus on Dex for a while. I think the soft cap for Dex is 60, and so I'm going to get to that if I can. And then we'll go from there.
It's tightly booked. The guards, you'll breach the... Well, but of course...
Okay.
The gate! Open the gate!
So you see we're missing Godric's Great Rune, because you have to get the Great Runes again in New Game Plus. So, I'm not planning on using any Great Runes anyway, so I'm not going to bother activating it. But if you want to activate it to get the level boost from it, then be my guest. But I'm not. I'm not planning on doing that here. All right. Now this section has the exploding bolts that get shot at you. Actually, I should be using Bloodhound's Step. But oh well, it's kind of too late to switch. We made it. Oh geez. Oh, I didn't. I ran right into that guy. All right. All right, run past the bladed hawks that caused me much grief in my first playthrough, and still cause me grief when I decide to fight them. Alright, so I'm going to rest here. Just in case the unthinkable should happen, we have a spot to work back to nice and close. Alright, gonna go ahead and summon Mimic. So if you want to test out your Mimic strength, you can let him try to solo Godric as well and stay out of the way, but I have done it. It is possible. I've seen it happen. But I'm not doing it here. The goal here is efficiency. Right there. I want him to do that move. Oh, I guess Mimic staggered him, actually. Okay, I gotta get out of the way. So same thing when he does his phase transform as in base new game. Just run straight at him, and his fire blast will miss you, and you can get some free hits on him. Got a stagger, but I'm not going to take the stagger. I'm just going to use my special to finish him off here.
Of all that is golden, and one day we'll return together to our home, bathed in rays of gold.
All right, come on, let me through. You notice all of our map fragments are still good, so we don't have to re-get the map. I'm actually going to go ahead and place a marker down so we can go ahead and get the glintstone key. And then I'm actually going to warp to the academy right here in the Laskiar ruins. So I think the warp point's like right here. Okay, so I think I am going to pick up the sacred tier that's at the church right over here, because that is kind of the way down to the lake anyway. Let's make a quick detour off this path, which would take us all the way down just to get the sacred tier in here. Don't need to talk to Thops. Okay, head on down. Right through this camp, we should be back to sea level. So once we're done with the academy, the way that I'm planning on getting up to the Altus Plateau is going to be through the rune-strewn precipice. I think that might be slightly quicker than hunting down the 2 Dectus medallions, the one from Caelid and then the other one from Fort Height. Because that would basically just be a bunch of horseback riding to get there, so I think it should save us a little bit of time to not do that. All right, there's our warp gate. Gonna get this beacon away. Jump through here. This will take us to the front door of the Raya Lucaria Academy. I'm pretty sure that the glintstone key does not carry over. But I'm going to check. I'm at least going to get this grace anyway, so I'm going to check to see if the glintstone key still works. If not, we're going to have to run and get it real quick. Yeah, we need the glintstone key. A little bit of a bummer, but not too big of a deal. All right, so same as before, kind of line yourself up with this rock, jump right over. And we're just going to pick up the key. We're not going to fight the dragon. And then warp back to the site of grace that we just unlocked as soon as we are able. Alright, don't mind me. Alright, got the glintstone key. Going this way is probably quicker. As soon as I can pull my map up, getting out of here. Alright, there's a site of grace right here, so at the very least I can rest at it to reset the enemies, and then that'll be good. Okay, so warp back to the academy. Now we can get through. Then I'm going to unlock this side of Grace, and then I'm actually going to go through that gate to get the Grace on the other side of the bridge, because that's where we're going to warp after we're done with the Academy to get to the Runestream Precipice. Okay. Now we'll go back here. And it is time for the Academy, which, much like Stormveil, we're just going to run straight through it. We're going to have to kill the Red Wolf, and then we're going to have to kill Rennala. These guys. The main thing in this spot is to try not to get grabbed by these guys. And of course, we will not be going down the water well where the abductor is. All right, jump on this. And I'm going to unlock this side of Grace just in case I die to the Red Wolf. Not terribly likely, but could happen. Or I could die on my way to the Red Wolf, quite frankly. All right, gonna summon right when we get through the door here. I haven't tried it myself, but I bet you Mimic could solo the Red Wolf as well. I'll get this side of grace and rest at it. Can probably level up. And I can use my sacred tier as well. All right, keep the decks going. Now it's just straight to Rennala. Oh! I was in too much of a hurry to try to dodge the bowling balls properly. It's all good. Back here. I think I messed this part up in the walkthrough. I'm about to mess it up here too. There we go. At least I didn't die here. I died here in the walkthrough to that guy on the elevator. All right, time for Rennala. Okay. Right before I kill the third one, I'm going to summon Mimic. Let's see, where is the neck? There it is. And where's number 3? Alright, gonna summon Mimic real quick. See if I can one cycle her here. All right. See if I can dodge the Comet Azure. Oh, she went for Mimic. Works for me. Looks like she's summoning something. All right. So we are not even 25 minutes into this video, and Godric and Rennala both are gone. So it's a pretty good time here. And once we get back to the library, you can respec here if you want. If you have a larval tier, I'm going to unlock this. I'm not going to use it probably, but... Alright, so now we're going to warp here, re-unlock this, and we're going to go to this church, which is on the way down to where we need to go anyway, and there should be another sacred tier in there. Here we go. That'll get us to plus 11. I'm pretty sure plus 11 is max level. Just so happened that those first 2 sacred tiers that we picked up here are pretty much right on the way of where we were going anyway. So now, well, I want to pull up my map, but I can't because I've aggroed somebody. Yeah, right now we're headed right here to the rune-strewn precipice. Probably take us 5 to 7 minutes to get through this dungeon and kill the boss. I don't need it, but just because it's literally right in front of my face. I do have another beacon down somewhere. Oh, here we go. It's the one at the church. Take that off. Bunch of ladders and elevators. Basically sums this place up. I should have maybe leveled up, but there's another site of grace shortly up ahead. I genuinely do wonder, though, if doing this is actually quicker than getting the 2 halves of the medallion. It's probably pretty close. But after we get up to the capital, we will be fighting a boss that we skipped and base new game on this playthrough, and that will be the Draconic Tree Sentinel. Because if you remember, in the base new game playthrough, we actually warped inside the capital from the deep root depths. But since we're not going to the deep root depths in this playthrough, we can't warp to the capital that way. So we have to fight the boss that's guarding the main gate that we skipped the first time through. So I forgot to level up again. Oh well. I'll level up after the boss fight. Always recommend killing that harpy there, just because she'll try to attack you when you're going up the ladder and knock you off. It is cool to take a peek over the edge as you're going up. To look back on the ground level. There's the grand lift. They knocked me off. Dang it. I'll just level up after the boss fight because I'll get more runes anyway, so that'll keep me from having to do the menuing twice. This guy can be a little bit of a pain with all the magma that he puts on the ground, but right, there we go. Not too bad. Turn around. Which way do I need to be going here? All right, that's the side of grace, so it's a good indicator. All right, here we go. Gonna level up. And at last, we are arriving at the Altus Plateau, which we're just going to make just a straight line for the capital. So, not going to stop and smell the roses. Going to go ahead and put my marker down. Let's see, we're going to go up this way. Then up through here, get to this spot, and then this is where we're going to fight the Draconic Tree Sentinel right here. And that fight is challenging. The Draconic Tree Sentinel can give you fits if you're not careful. Especially since I don't have the ability that I like to use the most against him, which is Carrion Retaliation, because he has a fire projectile that you can pretty easily bait. And if you have Carrion Projectile, you can turn that around and use it against him, which is actually very, very effective. But since I don't have that move, I have to kill him the old-fashioned way. All right, so we're going to cut across this camp right here, and that'll take us to where the dual tree sentinels are. So of course, we're just going to skip past everything, skip past the boss, etc. Because really, nothing has changed in New Game Plus. The only thing that's different is that the enemies hit harder, take more damage, and give you more runes. So there's no new bosses or anything like that, new areas that are exclusive to New Game Plus. It is literally the same exact thing. In which all of the other game's mechanics remain exactly as they were. I'm going to get this grace, just in case. Pick up these 2 gold seeds because I can't resist. Okay, I think on my map, gotta go this way. There we go. I was trying to remember, do I go through that gate or not? But we don't. And I don't think I'm going to have a grace that's particularly close to the Draconic Tree Sentinel. I think there might be a Stake of Marika nearby, but I'm not positive. So as I said, he is powerful and he is perfectly capable of he's perfectly capable of killing me. I could make a detour for a grace, but I really don't want to. So it looks like there is a Stake of America here. So for the Draconic Tree Sentinel, it is actually possible to sneak up on him, which is what I'm going to attempt to do. If you hug the wall over here, kind of crouch, he's going to turn and try to look at you, but he'll turn back. Oh, he saw me. Oh well. Now the second phase he buffs his lightning with, or buffs his weapon with lightning. And he hits really, really hard. I could summon Mimic here. Probably should. This attack's super annoying where he summons the lightning, but it's harder for it to hit you actually when you're close to him. When you're far away, that lightning is very tough to dodge. All right, that went relatively well. So we could do the Subterranean shunning grounds now. I'm actually going to wait till the end of the game to do that. So this is the main way into the capital. I believe if you take the warp gate that we did in the main playthrough, it warps you right here. So you do not fight the Draconic Tree Sentinel, which is nice. I am gonna need this Site of Grace. It's probably quicker to have it than not. I'm either gonna warp back to this one or the one by the Erdtree Avatar. Haven't decided yet after we killed Morgott. Oops, I meant to jump off the roof here. There we go. Okay, gotta run past this guy. Bloodhound Step's probably best for this part. Once these guys show up. Oh, still hit me. Wow. Did get past that arrow, though. Can't really use it while you're climbing up on this dragon skeleton, though. Not going to help us because we're not going to have any great runes, but... Or any activated great runes, I should say. Oh, I hate that attack. Alright, gonna grab this from safety because the gargoyle could very easily kill us. As we try to ascend here. Does he not see you if you walk behind him? Oh, wow, that is interesting. Because normally in a regular playthrough, I'd go in front of him to get that gold C, but I guess you go behind him, he doesn't even notice you. That is interesting. All right, now it's time for Golden Godfrey. Okay. Approaching level 150, not too bad. Now it is time for Morgott. Ignore the Black Knife Assassin. Also going to ignore that Grace there. Stopping for it will let him catch up, or let her catch up. Ruh-roh. It's a bad way to bring my summon into the fight, but I got away with it. All right, for this, got to see where the swords fall before you. About to transform. Make sure you want to be away from him when he transforms because the AoE will hit you. Mimic, finish him off for me. Nice. All right. Got to check the thorns before you can trigger the next sequence. Okay, can't get through.
allow me. You are prevented. The thorns are husk the only way and become my purpose. So I'd like to the flame then and guide you.
All right, gonna level up as well. And we will warp to Avenue Balconies, probably the quickest way, honestly. So now it's off to Mountaintops of the Giants. We're pretty much going to go straight to the Fire Giant. It's really only one more dungeon that we have to run through. Well, two more if you include the Subterranean Shunning Grounds, which we are going to have to do, which we will not have to do in New Game Plus Plus. But, so two more dungeons. The Crumbling Farum Azula and then the Subterranean Shunning Grounds. Still doesn't let me use my horse, unfortunately, so we got to do this on foot. Yeah, because this is still considered part of the capital, so. Right, gonna rest here. And then pretty much head straight to the Grand Lift. Put a marker here just to kind of show help with my navigation, because it is foggy down here, so it just helps. Still helps with getting to see. Keep me on the right track, so I don't fall off somewhere or get turned around somehow, which is possible to do. Alright, gonna skip this guy yet again. I'm going to rest at the Grace here to despawn him. Okay, we have arrived. Pretty much we're just gonna be going down this bridge. And then probably quickest way. Yeah, it is probably gonna go through the lake. So we'll get to that Grace right by the lake, and then we'll put beacons down because I'm not fighting the dragon in there. I was debating on whether I want to go through the lake and just run past the dragon because you can't see anything. So I was debating on if I wanted to do that or take the invisible bridge to the puzzle tower, which also gets you to the other side where you need to be, but it's probably quicker just to go past the lake, I would think. The invisible bridge, you have to wrap around to the north, and then you have to find where the bridge is and do all that stuff. So that'll be slightly tricky to get through that lake with the fog. It's probably quicker. Make sure you keep an eye on the archer over there. Pulling his arrow out, so I'm gonna hop over here until he shoots it. The second one should miss us too. There we go. Make sure you head up this ramp here to get to the next spot. Take a right here at the frozen river. And we'll get the Grace before the frozen lake, and then I'll put some waypoints down to hopefully help get through there without fighting the dragon. So I'm gonna put a thing here, put a thing here, put a thing here. Oh, there he is. I'm running right at him. All right, we made it. That wasn't too bad. Having the beacons down helps a lot because, as you can see, visibility gets extremely low. So now we want to head to the west, and our target's going to be kind of here, and then the other side of this chain. So we're going to go to fight the fire giant. Don't mind the T-Rex dogs. All right, so fire giant's going to be down here. There's a grace like right here that I want to make sure that I unlock just so we have a place to warp back to in case we die. So the fire giant is a very dangerous boss, as are most of the enemies up here. Trying to get over that, but was not successful. Up, Handzilla. Oh gosh, yeah, that thing is. Ugh. I'm gonna reset the gigantic hand. Put a beacon right up there. And it is fire giant time, which this guy, sometimes he gives me trouble. And I don't know why, but sometimes he does. I suck at dodging his first attack too, which, is he not doing it? No, he's not. I didn't dodge that attack either, but the one that I really suck at dodging is when he flings he drags the snow on the ground and flings a bunch of snow up at you. All right, uh-oh. I'm in danger. All right, there we go. Same thing as in base new game. You gotta attack his weak ankle. Get him to knock his brace, or get him to tear his leg off, knock his brace off. Close the gap. I'm going to get back on Torrent here. It's fireball attack, right? Probably. Yeah, that's his fireball attack. Oof. Yeah, each attack is doing like half my health bar. I've got 60 vigor. All right, second phase. Here we go. Now the main thing is I gotta watch out for his AoE attack that he does, and I'm not talking about this one. He does one where he like spits fire right below him, and that killed me in one hit in base new game. But that's it. Ooh, I was about to rush right into it with my special, and then I pulled back and went the other way because that probably would have killed me had I rushed in there. Oh, okay, that killed me one hit. Wow. I was not expecting that to kill me in one hit. Jeez. That's the thing with this guy is you can't get too greedy because if you don't respect his fire attacks, he gets you in one hit. So I'll regroup with you guys. I'm going to skip forward, and I'll see you back at the fire giant. All right, so here we are. We're back pretty deep into phase 2. And moral of the story, watch out for all of the fire attacks. So that one where he shoots the fireballs out of his stomach, and then also the one where he spits fire at the ground. Got to watch out for all of those. If you try to trigger both of those exploded good. Oh, you just rolled over me. Again, I do kind of go over his leg stump, even though that's not technically his weak point, but it's where I feel the safest. Obviously, he attacks with his hands most in this phase, except for when he's using fire attacks. All right, so what's he doing here? Yep, get away from that attack. Which I did still get hit, but not by the full force of it. Which if you're right next to him when he does that, it's a one shot. All right, got him. There we go. All right, got his remembrance here. Get my runes back, I guess, maybe. I don't think I had very many, but... level up a little bit. It is a lot to be carrying around with me, but it's not enough for another level, unfortunately, but it is all good. All right, it's going to set the Erd tree on fire, and that will get us to Crumbling, Farum, Azula.
This world and death, are you to commit? Very let my hand.
All righty. Here we are. It's basically just going to run straight to Malekith. But we do have the Godskin duo standing in the way, of course. Ow. once we get to the other side of this spot, be time for the first boss fight in here, which I will. I hope I have enough to craft some more sleep pots, but we'll see. If not, it's not the end of the world, but it does make the fight considerably easier, especially since when you have sleep pots equipped, Mimic also has them equipped. Oh, I almost fell off the edge there. I almost misjudged that drop down there. Okay, gonna rest here and craft my sleep pots. So you only have 3 Trina's lilies, so I'll do 2 sleep pots. That should be enough. Try to throw those on here. Okay. Hopefully this goes well. We'll throw one black flame at me. How about that? Alright, got the sleep pot off. Mimic kept attacking, and so it woke him up. We'll see if Mimic uses a sleep pot. Sometimes Mimic uses sleep pots. Fight them both awake. That's fine. We'll see if Mimic uses a sleep pot, though. Mimic's pretty much handling the noble, so I should be able to handle the apostle. I couldn't dodge in time. Oh, hey. Man, I hate that attack. I'm never able to dodge it. Looks like I'm on the noble now. Oh gosh, his sword attacks are so deadly. Oh, Mimic's almost dead. That's not good. But now that we got them both down, it's much easier to manage the fight once you killed them both once. Alright, got him down. And is the boss dead? Officially? Alright, looks like it. Good deal. Didn't go quite according to plan, but that's fine. Alright, got Dex to 60, so 1 more point in Dex gives me 3 more attack, and that gives me 5 more attack for strength. So yeah, strength is going to be the way to go after getting to 60 Dex for sure. Okay, turn right here. Make sure don't fall to my death, which has happened before. And then is my favorite part where you have the birds and the dragon all trying to hit you at the same time. I might attack some of the birds depending on how annoying they get. And I'm definitely going to unlock this grace for safety. Oh, these birds are horrible. Oh, I ran right into that lightning. Okay, this isn't going too bad. Better than I would have thought. Oh, wow. Guess, man, that guy's lightning attack got me. Ugh. Okay, and we are back. Just goes to show that it is not risk-free to just run past everything. It is definitely quicker, but still, the unthinkable can happen every now and then. So, all right, made it through that time relatively unscathed. That's good. So we are on our way up here. Gonna get this grace. And gonna rest here just to get my flask back that I just used. And we're about to fight Malekith. So hopefully this goes well for us. This boss usually cooperates with me, but those of you who watch my live streams prepping for this run know that Malekith gave me a bit of trouble in that live stream run, which I'm not exactly sure why, but we'll see how it goes this time. So again, gonna run past the Draconic Tree Sentinel. No need to fight him. More trouble than he's worth. Just got to go through the fog gate. Oh, he actually hit me through the fog gate. What's up with that? All right. I actually do like this boss quite a bit. He's a pretty cool boss, and he is very important in terms of the lore. Because this is who the Black Knife assassin stole the Rune of Death from to kill... what's his name? The first demigod who was slain. It's not Godric. It's not Godfrey. I always forget his name. Godwyn. Yeah, Godwyn. And they stole it from him. And so he changed to this beast clergyman form, and he embedded the Rune of Death into his sword, which he then like injected into his body somehow. And then you watch this cutscene, and it's him taking his sword out, which has the Rune of Death imbued inside of it. And now we got to fight his true form, which Malekith is Marika's. They call it Shadow, kind of bodyguard type figure. He's just going to town on both me and Mimic, which is not... Yeah, he's giving me trouble here. I don't know what the deal is. I can't even get a hit on him, you know, and he's almost killed Mimic already, which is not good. Yeah, I haven't even hit him yet. Normally, I don't struggle so much against Malekith. I don't know what the deal is, but... Yeah, he's already killed Mimic, so now it's mano-y-mano, which is not good against this boss because he's so fast, and he doesn't stop moving around, so it's really hard to hit him unless he's distracted. Got behind him there, which is good. Yeah, it's hard to get up close and get hits. Fortunately, well, until that part, the pillar was blocking me. I'm gonna see if I can get my Flask of Wondrous Physic off here. There we go. Ah, I still got hit by that, though. Dang it. All right, let's see if I can manage to get it. He's doing that projectile on me again. Now I got one heal left. But that blows up, yeah. the AoE there. It's like I finally get a chance to hit him, and then the AoE goes off, and I've got no healing left, so this is probably not going to end well. We'll see. For the win! Let's go! Whoo! That was close. Oh. That was by the skin of my teeth there, but I'll take it. I ain't gonna complain. All right, there we go. Making me work for it there. I don't know what the deal is with Malekith. I used to not struggle with him so much, but sometimes he gives me fits now for whatever reason. I don't know why. He is tough. He just moves around so much, and his attacks are relentless. All right, definitely got to rest here, get my stuff back. But before we fight the final slate of bosses, as I said, in New Game Plus, we're going to do the Frenzied Flame ending. And then in New Game Plus Plus, we're going to do the default ending, which, you know, for the Frenzied Flame ending, of course, we have to get down below the, Subterranean Shining Grounds. So we do have to do that. We're going to have to fight Mog down there. Or Moog. But in the Capital of Ash version of the capital, there's another way down to the sewers, which is right here. Kind of right in the middle. You can drop down here and make sure you land on this platform here. Otherwise, you're going to fall to your death. But this is another way down in the Subterranean Shining Grounds that is only available after the capital becomes the Capital of Ash. Make sure you watch your step. And there's actually a talisman you can get by doing this that is only available by dropping down here. All right, Crimson Amber Medallion, extra HP. So this takes us to where, you know, this is where you would normally enter the Subterranean Shining Grounds. And now it's time to test my memory. Do I remember the route off the top of my head, which I guess we're about to find out. Okay. So, not going to fight any of these guys that I don't have to. This is one of the toughest areas of the game to actually remember where to go, because this place is effectively a giant maze. And I don't want that guy to block me from jumping over here, because if you fall down there, then it's trouble. All right, I think I got to go through here. Yep, these guys are going to jump out. There we go. Just in case I have to run back here to fight these omens that come down the ladder. All right, lure him out, because I don't want to be fighting more than one of these at the same time. Shot him right in the butt. There we go. All right, come on out. There we go. There's another one coming down. There's the next one. And I've had it where only the first one comes down. I've had it where two of them come down. And I've had it where all three of them come down. And I don't know exactly what causes more than one of them or all three of them to come down. I'm not sure. Got an Omen Cleaver. Oh, here comes a third one. He's trying to give me a hug, and he missed. I'm not even going to worry about that shortcut. That's not even the shortcut that really matters. And I'm going to regret saying that if this guy kills me. Taking a big risk here. All right. It paid off. Now it's time. Well, it hasn't paid off yet. I got to get past these basilisks first. I forgot about the basilisks. Just gonna run. Yeah. Famous last words. I have made it up this ladder without fighting this guy before. Could be a mistake. Stay on, stay on, stay on, stay on. Go, 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 go. Ooh, snap. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm so dead. Dang it. I should have... Wow. Unceremoniously executed there. That was wonderful. I should have unlocked that shortcut, but oh well. I'm not gonna make you guys sit through it. All right, here we are again, and I still decided not to fight the basilisks, but I am gonna fight this guy. And I don't know if these basilisks are gonna chase after me. Oh, that was bad. I ran out of stamina there. Still should be able to get him though. Here we go. All right. Get my runes back here. I have made it up this ladder before without killing him, but as you know, as you saw just then, there's definitely an element of risk involved. And tragically, it was right close to the shortcut that I really wanted, which was this one, which takes you right back to the first grace. Oh well. Alright, now we gotta deal with... I'm just gonna run past these. Ugh, these guys do way too much damage. Ow! Stop it! Alright, come on out. There we go. Perfect. Alright. I should have knocked down that other ladder. Alright, so we want to go back. Follow it this way. When you see rats, you know you're going the right way. Alright. Drop down and roll right away to get away from the dude who tries to grab you. Don't touch any of the pots so they don't aggro to you. Alright, we made it at least down to where the grace is, so... Now all we gotta do is fight Moog and then do the treacherous platforming all the way down to the bottom. Alright, let me summon. My sleep outs are still on. But I didn't take them off until after I had summoned Mimic, so Mimic still has the sleep pods. I don't know if Moog can be put to sleep. Alright, there we go. I wonder what this treasure chest has now that we've already have the Erdtree Favor +1. Okay, it's another. It's just another. It's a copy of the talisman. Okay, fair enough. Spend our runes here, just in case we fall to our death. Such a sad song. These poor merchants. All right. I think there's more than one way down here, but this is the way that has always been the most faithful to me, so. Okay. Got it. Oh, that was close. All right. Moment of truth right here, guys. And we made it. First try. Ooh, man. Okay. Guess I've done this enough times now to where it's just like I have the muscle memory down. I know I probably made that look way easier than it actually is. All right, gotta get naked here for the frenzied flame to want me. All right, so we have been frenzied. Look at that. Yellow eyeballs. All right, put our armor back on. Okay, there we go. And we'll warp on out of here, back to the capital of Ash, and it's time to fight the final slate of bosses yet again. So starting off with Gideon, of course, and then Godfrey / Horalu, and finally Radagon, then Elden Beast.
Stand before the Elden Ring. What a sad state of affairs. I commend you.
All right.
But alas, she'll take the throne. We might guess how helpless but we are to struggle.
Ah, dang it! He got to drink his flask. I like to kill him before he has a chance to flask. Whatever happens, I can't die to Gideon. Although I almost did just there. There we go. Thanks, Mimic. Oops, I meant to level up there. Oh, we just get one level? Oh, we're barely. You know what? I'm actually going to warp back here to the Church of Ella. And did I not? I didn't get that grace, did I? Then I'm going to warp back to Round Table Hold, rather. and sell all of my remembrances and any stray runes I may have picked up to get as many levels as I can before facing the last bosses. Oh, wow. I'm just shy again. All right. Well, hopefully we won't die to Godfrey. Fortunately, this is the last time that we have to go down to the Subterranean Shunning Grounds. A New Game Plus Plus will just be able to go straight from killing Malekith to Gideon and the remaining bosses. So that'll save 10 or 15 minutes probably. All right. Summon immediately. Roll away. Oof. I wanted to get the critical before he phase shifted, but oh well. Ooh, I tried to time that, but all right, there's Horaloo. Get another chunk of runes. I'm gonna go ahead and after these runes pop here, I'm gonna take off the gold scarab and put the Halig Drake talisman back on. Go. And I'm gonna pop this remembrance as well. $900,000 runes. There we go. All right. Let's see how Radagon and Elden Beast go. No, in my first my base new game in this walkthrough, I died to Elden Beast, which doesn't happen to me very often, but shows that if I'm careless, it can definitely happen. Ow. Man, those AoEs are brutal. And who's he going after? He's going after me. Or maybe he just hit both of us with that AoE. I don't know. All right. Man. All right, I do need to have some healing for Elden Beast left. Oh, geez. There we go. Managed to dodge all 3 of those attacks. He should get a... He should stun pretty soon here. I don't know why I haven't gotten a stun yet from him. There we go. Finally, I was about to kill him. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and pop my flask here. Alright. Not an ideal shape for the Elden Beast, but can definitely make this work. Is this the circle? Yep. Who's it going after? It's going after Mimic, okay. Mimic is not smart enough to get out of the blast radius of that attack, so he just pretty much face tanks it. Alright, now this is probably going after me. I gotta run away from this. This is gonna blow up, so I gotta get out of the way. AoE here. Get out of the way of that. Oh, I don't know why I'm not hitting. I don't know why. Why can't I hit him here? That's pretty ridiculous. Why he had iframes there? That made no sense. And drink a flask just for protection. Woo. He does 4 swings here. Number 4. Okay. Mimic not doing so hot. Ah, crap. I gotta dodge. That went after Mimic, fortunately. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Going after me now. Yeah, Mimic. He does not have much left in the tank, unfortunately. Okay, it's gonna blow up. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. All right. Got to do this again. I'm a 0 for 2 on my first attempt against Elden Beast. All right, so we're back, probably relatively where I had him last time, so we'll pick things up right here. I think he's about to do his triple ring attack. Yeah. All right, let's see if it goes after me or Mimic here. Okay, I was within the blast radius originally, but it looks like he targeted Mimic on it, which Mimic is just about dead here. Yep, Mimic just bit the dust, so it's all up to me here. And this is one of the challenges of fighting the Elden Beast, is that he stacks his attacks. So you're running away from one of them for dear life, and then he decides to do another one at the same time. And sometimes he'll do up to three of his attacks at the same time, which can be, of course, very difficult to manage. And then, of course, he doesn't stay still. So it's like you're chasing him around, and then he's hitting you with everything he's got in the book. So all right, one more hit. There we go. Got him. Okay, sweet. No harm, no foul. Got 8 flasks left in the tank, so pretty solid. Got 1,000,000 runes. All right, so now we're going to do the Frenzied Flame ending here. And there we have it. Okay, well that does it for New Game Plus, ladies and gentlemen. I am planning on doing another video for New Game Plus Plus, just for the fun of it. So anyways, hope you guys stick around, and I will catch y'all next time. So take care, everybody.